And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Fated Continuum, the legendary journeys. I am your one and only gaming monk, better known as Mildra, and with me I have two of my good brothers here in the temple. We have the three-eyed master of dad jokes, good brother Joe.
Hello, everyone.
And we have the man who lost his name and was given just a letter, good brother A.
You know, I'll find my name eventually, but not today.
Have we checked the lost and found?
You know, I always check there every once in a while. I only see this name. I only see like Carl and Dave, and those names. I don't feel like those jive well.
Those are purposefully lost.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Yep. So we are back once again for the second time I'm talking FF Tactics today.
Need more tactics. Let's go.
I wasn't there for the first time. Dang it.
It was an interview, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, and just getting the interview was a bit of work due to conflicting schedules and time zones.
Makes sense.
But for this one, we are going to be... Originally, the plan was just to tackle tactics, but then I decided it's best to tackle all three tactics games in one go.
True.
Because with the other two, I'm not going to have a real opportunity to cover them in a way that's not going to feel shoehorned. So, here we go. And this means that we're covering both Tactics, Tactics Advance, and A2. And obviously when I did the interview earlier today, we talked about some of the mythologies inspired by Tactics, things like the 30 Years' War, medieval demonology, Gnosticism, and so on. And obviously with Matsuno making his debut with this, at least for Square, this is almost a third iteration of what he was kind of already doing with Tactics Ogre.
Makes sense.
That and inserting Queen when he can find a way to sneak it in. But Tactics does present a few challenges for us. You know, I know one of the first questions that would be brought up is are we going to be doing grid combat? And the answer to that is an emphatic no. In the last year and a half, there have been 3 people who have attempted to do homebrew grid combat in Legend Edition. All 3 of them couldn't make the cut.
I mean, it's one of those issues where the system itself was never designed for grid combat in mind. It's meant for the more abstract of the earlier Final Fantasy games, where it's a front row, back row.
Mhm.
So
But my
trying to go
physical.
and
Go ahead.
ahead.
Sorry. No, after you.
It's like trying to fundamentally change a system that much to fit that grid combat is a lot. It's the equivalent of like, I think I made this comparison before, where you take Lancer Battle Group and try to have grid combat for it, even though like the system, like a lot like with Legends, wasn't made for that form of combat in mind.
Mhm. And I know we cover. I know someone might bring up that Anima Tactics has a grid variant, but that grid variant is all the way in the back in the optional rules.
It's kind of like saying 5e has options for hex grid, even though it's in the DM's guide.
Mhm. And I've mentioned this plenty of times, but I'll reiterate it. There are very specific reasons why I didn't use grid combat. And I'm not stopping someone from doing it, but you're gonna have your work cut out for you, and you're not gonna get any help from me. Because I did warn you that you were gonna have your work cut out for you.
You were warned.
Mm-mm. Because obviously, the row-based system is a nod to the row-based designs that have been in the majority of Final Fantasies.
Yes.
The other reason is this is a setting-agnostic game. And when it comes to grid combat and that kind of agnosticism, it creates more problems than it solves. Because I've likened it to doing a parallel between the way college football and pro football works, and the way early D&D Dungeons worked versus more recent ones. And by more recent, I mean any from the last 25 years.
Sounds about right.
In the early days, you had very tightly confined areas where marching order was a big part of the sandbox. Nowadays, you have more set-piece-like designs. And if I was to just emulate the grid setup in Tactics, that would operate under the assumption that I'm doing one particular style of fantasy, and it overly favors that style. So if somebody wants to do the more acrobatic stuff you see in say 16 or 7 Rebirth, or even the stuff that was hinted at visually in 13, you're gonna have problems.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, it would also mean it'd have to do extra work when it comes to ranges for the weapon system, as well as rework how area of effect works on magic. Like when you really stop and think about it, the amount of work that you'd have to do grid combat in Legend Edition is at such a level where you may as well make a whole separate game.
Yep. Another thing to take into account is grid combat, especially in a TTRPG. It's really difficult to do elevation.
Yes.
9 times out of 10, people aren't working with maps that allow for elevation properly. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna let you finish. I will say Mechaton did a really good job at this, and they just is like, hey, have next to the model, just have like a dice, and that's how many units of measurement above or below a target the model is on the grid. It's not the best way to do it, but it is a good way. And then if you have something like a virtual tabletop, like Foundry, is it Foundry? Yeah, Foundry. A lot of its mapping system has built in like all 3 axes.
It does and it doesn't. Like, there's only one map creator, VTT that I've seen that isn't even a full VTT. It's literally just a map tool that allows you to roll dice.
Tabletop simulator.
And no, actually, Tailspire.
Yeah, which I'm very familiar with Tails.
I thought Tailspire was just to make 3D maps, and I didn't realize you could actually play in it.
Oh yeah, it is a 3D virtual tabletop, and kind of shows the benefits and drawbacks of doing a 3D virtual tabletop.
Like, on the upside, wow, I can see an entire sphere, which means all of this is being affected by Fireball. On the downside, now I actually have to build a map and have to deal with how everyone's fucking floating. Sorry.
But, and one of the questions that I've asked and I've never gotten a straight answer for is, what about Ivalice requires grid combat?
Oh, well, you see, I can't give you a straight answer.
Well, you see, they want grid combat because everybody does grid combat. Therefore, it feels weird when they don't have grid combat. It's like having a steakhouse and they don't offer pork chops.
Oh.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Look, just give me all the bacon and eggs you have. No. You might have misheard me.
I'll put it in the bag. I'll put it in the bag.
You may have missed.
All.
I don't want a lot
all
of the
bacon.
I don't. You misunderstood me. You may have thought I said a lot of bacon and eggs. What I meant was all the bacon and eggs you have.
I almost made a really bad joke.
And Sig, remember the rule. Hippity hoppity, your stuff is my property. But
I'm half tempted to scream at Sig to get in here. My goodness.
Now, all that being said, I certainly enjoy tactics. I do think some people, overly glazed things, especially during the 7th generation. Much in the same way that there was people who did a 180 on Final Fantasy IX during that generation just to be fucking hipsters.
Yeah.
I mean, with 9, I don't really remember much of it, but 7th generation is about where now at least it's very much like the rose tinted glasses nostalgia coded.
And look, I will, whenever it comes to people carrying their nostalgia one-handed, if you catch my drift, I will take every opportunity to shit on them for if they use that nostalgia to stand on or push down things that aren't in that bubble.
Mm-hmm.
That's just policy. I'll remind you all that at times I can be a professional hater. But I distinctly remember a divisive attitude at 9 at launch. That
I wasn't even a fan of Final Fantasy, and I remember everybody not liking 9.
I loved 9. Hi, I'm divisive.
People very much enjoy. There were people who enjoyed 9, and then there were people who absolutely hated it. And a lot of you can kind of tell where somebody came from with it, because people who had started out with 7 and 8 hated it. People who started earlier liked it. Was the vibe a lot of the time. And once again, like I always seem to be, I was right in the middle. I enjoyed 9 personally, but I'm not going to glaze it like some people did, where they are completely uncritical of it, or think that it was some glorious golden age. Because, as I've said when we covered 9 in this series, the whole learn from equipment thing was in the wrong kind of game. I did not like how trance is calculated, and the fact that it automatically goes off, you can't save it, which was something that was modded out in later ports, thanks to the modding community. Also, 9 has the most bullshit hidden boss in the entirety of Final Fantasy.
Yes, it does.
And I know some might say, isn't Yzmat or Absolute Virtue more bullshit? No. Yzmat's full heal is
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yzmat's full heal is certainly bullshit, but there are ways around it. And first time around you've dealt with it, you know that it's going to be coming. Absolute Virtue is a war of attrition. But it's a case of you have an idea of what you're dealing with when you're dealing with that kind of war of attrition.
Mm-hmm.
With Ozma, on the other hand, you need to be a very specific level, and he constantly cheats.
That is one of the things I've never been a fan of in games, when it's like, oh, either this character or this enemy or this faction cheats normal game mechanics.
There are so many guilty parties of that in RTSs.
I mean, that's all strategy games as a whole. It's easier to just have the AI cheat and see into the future, or like be able to see the entire map, than to go and come up with competent AI.
I am fine with. I suppose another example would be anytime you have the forced loss battle in RPGs, which I've never been a fan of.
If it's telegraphed correctly, I don't mind it. But if it's just like, oh, this is a rant, this is, if it comes across as a normal boss fight, and then it's like, hey, like, you are supposed to lose this, so you waste all those resources.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
But when it comes to tactics, putting aside the grid setup, there are a couple things that we're not going to be using as well. One of them is the charge time setup.
Mm-hmm.
Largely for the same reason I didn't try and do it for the turn-based system that's in 10, because applying a charge time to every action and feat is way too much.
It would be interesting, but that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, and you'd have to. It's one of those things where I'd need to find out a unifying metric when it comes to how much charge is to be put on an action, and there is that charge value on every single action in both 10 and in tactics. And when you're dealing with the glut of actions that I have between spells, feats, basic actions, and job features, it's way too much.
Yeah.
Also, as a general rule, I don't like doubling down on resource costs.
Understandable.
Like, I've never been a big fan of say, if you have MP and stamina, having a action cost both. Or now, when it comes to cooldown in MMOs, that's a different beast. I understand why cooldown is a thing, but it's when there's it's when there's it's when there's separate cooldowns. Things get a little bit odd. And in the case of the whole the case of the whole charge time thing, because of the fact that the action economy in Legend Edition is very, very strict as it is, adding in something like charge time, I think, would be gimmicking gimmicks.
Yeah.
Now, with that said, when it comes to the other challenge that we have is job advancement. And one of the things that is going to be difficult is due to the way we have the job system, but also how to do something like the advancement tree. And when I talked about this a few days ago with Joe, I think we came up with a solution that actually fits.
Yep.
That solution is tied to the advancement setup you have when it comes to factions. So, a lot of people skim this because it's in the equipment section, but remember that there is a whole reputation system.
Yep.
Within Legend Edition. Now, this reputation system starts on page 391, where you can donate funds that you've acquired to your adventures to organizations you're affiliated with. The way reputation works, you make a gil or treasure type acquisition roll. Actually, because I have TN8, the whole gil or treasure type, that's going to get dropped. You gain a number of progress points equal to the difference between your roll and the TN, which can be applied to any reputation the party has. But one roll can be made in this manner, so you've got to pick which faction is going to get the benefit. I say faction, but it's pretty much affiliation. When you've got a total of 50 points in a given reputation, it goes up by 1, and the progress points are reset. Reputation starts at 1 and cannot go higher than 10. You can spend stake to increase reputation. For every 3 stake you spend, you get 1 progress point. And the example affiliation we have is the Adventurers Guild. And I am probably going to be adjusting the TN in the 1.2 version so that it can still have the gil or treasure type approach. But the idea for this is that each of the jobs we see in tactics is corresponding with a reputation track. Works the same way as reputation, but for each rank, you get a job feature. The only rule is that these job affiliations that you get is still based on is based on one rule. If it's one of the jobs that you already have, you can't take it. So if you've got Squire, you can't take the Squire job advancement, I will say. I'd need to come up with a better name for it, though.
Or job advancement?
For this sort of reputation-based job advancement.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can't think of any. I can't think of nothing.
Promotion?
I think I'll give myself a promotion. I can't
I
roll
mean,
my
that's
R's.
what it's called in Fire Emblem. Promotion. But yes, that's what they call it in Fire Emblem.
Uh,
Feels like it fits.
and now, given that, uh, let's see. I'm looking at the. I'm going to start with the advancement chart from tactics. Then we'll see what can be folded into the initial one we have when it comes to advance in A2. But let's see, Squire and Chemist are the only ones that would have no prerequisites.
True. Because that's the baseline.
And the prereq basically means you need to have that many circles unlocked if it's one of your regular jobs, or
Yes.
that many ranks in the promotion system. And so I'd say separating character level from job level, I'm not interested in doing that.
That'd be a lot of work.
And
Mm-hmm.
in that same vein, I don't think it'd be a good idea to have it that you need to have all of the jobs at that level to unlock it, just at least one of them. Because having all of it is going to run to the same problem that that prestige classes had in 3rd edition, where the prerequisites were just so absurd you had to plan multiple levels in advance. So, Squire and Chemist have no prerequisites. Let's see. Knight and Archer should have two circles of Squire.
Sounds right.
Or rather, Knight and Sniper, because we don't have Archer. And I've talked about why Archer became Sniper.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. Then the next tier for it is Samurai, which Squire 4 would be fine for that.
Oh wait, you
Oh,
forgot
no.
Monk, because Monk goes after Knight.
I'm looking at the tier setup, and yeah, I did screw up. Samurai would take
Because Samurai requires levels of Monk for you to
Mhm.
get, as well as Dragoon. That's like one
Yeah.
of the capstone classes.
Though because of the way we have it set up here, you just need one of the types to advance.
True. But like after Knight is Monk, one of your favorite classes.
Don't try and butter me up. Uh,
Oh, I'm not buttering you up. I'm just stating facts.
so for samurai, it could be either knight 4,
Mm-hmm.
monk 5, or dragoon 2.
Dragoon 2. Yeah.
Let's see. For thief, that would be archer 3.
Yep. Just like monk would be knight 3. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we have a similar thing with ninja. Ninja could be either archer 3, or not archer 3, archer 4, thief 5, or geomancer 2.
The fact that Geomancer is what they consider a physical or melee class is still very odd to me.
I remember getting shit on for the fact that geomancer is not a mage associated job in Legend Edition.
Cause okay, I never really looked at the damage calculation for for the Geomancer ability and tactics, cause it felt very off that they used big ass axes, but I'm fairly certain their class ability required them to have a high magic attack.
Then again, you had the weird things like the rod in FF12 that used your physical attack but targeted their magic defense, which actually made rod builds very, very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Because it meant you were going to do reliable damage unless the enemy cast shell.
I could say so many jokes right now, but I'm not going to.
You're thinking them, and that's enough.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
There.
To quote Civi, eat my hole. Actionable pun detected.
You're not gonna get me again.
So for Dragoon, the options are Thief 4.
Or thief. All you need is thief 4 for Dragoon.
Yep. Let's see. For Dancer, it is Dragoon or Geomancer 5.
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to be. They have Dancer and Bard separate, but I'm just going to combine those for Entertainer, because that's what I did anyways. And they have a similar setup. So this is all the more reason.
Buffing or damaging. One of the two.
Yeah. Which I had said that isn't enough.
No, it's not.
At least not for this
And
system.
there's Dark Knight.
I'll get to him eventually. So let's see. Entertainer, so that could be Dragoon 5. Geomancer 5.
That would mean you'd also need you could also do Orator 5 or Summoner 5.
Yep, Order 5.
Which in your thing is what was it?
What are you looking for?
Yeah,
Order would
I was
be Mediator.
Is it?
Yes.
Huh. No, I was looking at Oracle, but okay. But I was mostly looking at Oracle based off of the fact that you have an Sorry, no, that's not Orator. I'm awake. I'm thinking of Mystic.
Let's see. And Geomancer would be Monk 4.
Yes. Are you looking at the same flowchart I am?
The one on the wiki that was built off of War of the Lions? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think there was some massive adjustment to this from War of the Lions to Ivalice Chronicles.
No, there wasn't. Aside from the fact that Ivalice Chronicles didn't have Dark Knight or Onion Knight.
Which... when it comes to... So now that I've covered that, I can go into the ones that branch off of chemists. So first, White Mage and Black Mage would be Chemist 2.
Obviously. Would you like to heal or harm? Can't I do both? Not this time.
Not in this setting.
We'll get to red mages later. It'll be fine.
Let's see. I know they have Mathematician next, or Arithmetician, or Calculator. Fuck all of that. We're not doing that.
Well, again,
come on.
they were one of the amalgam classes like Ninja or Samurai, where you had to master several different classes in order to get to it.
Yeah, it's just the kit that Calculator has, aside from being busted, just doesn't fit in a tabletop.
Oh my gosh, it's Sig!
I'll say it doesn't fit in this setting, especially in Legend Edition.
Welcome back to the shit show, Sig.
Hello, everybody. Hope y'all having a wonderful evening. Hope you don't mind me crashing.
Wait a minute, this isn't the shit show.
It is if I say it is.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Wait, so you're saying whenever
We haven't
I
started
appear in the
shitposting
shit
yet.
show?
You said it, not me.
God damn it, y'all.
But I know it was later
I mean-
called Mystic, but I'm calling it Oracle because I'm invoking the Sam Jackson rule. I acknowledge the council has made a decision. I acknowledge the council has made a decision, but given that it's a stupid-ass decision, I've elected to ignore it.
I also really didn't like when they changed Mediator to Orator, because I've gotten used to Mediator.
Why? Hold on. They changed it from Mediator to Ore Eater? Like they eat
Or-
rocks?
No, as in that they orate, they speak, they talk.
Okay. That makes a bit more sense.
Yes, except it was a lot funnier because the Mediator was one of the few classes that actually used a gun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You're right. Let's take it
We
back to
could
the
really,
Mediator.
really
so that
screw
you
over
can
the
mediate
battlefield.
with the Glock.
Joe, plot twist: the gun that they're using as a high point.
Ow.
I mean,
And they have good aim.
why else do you think they were able to charm various monsters and enemies to your side? Just join. Okay, cool.
This isn't a negotiation.
Mm-hmm.
Join, I've got 5 reasons for you to do so.
And one in the chamber.
Let's see. So order prereq would be Oracle 3.
Yep.
Oh,
And now the Time Mage.
I've already got Time Mage written in as prerequisite Black Mage 3.
Mhm.
Summoner prereq is Time Mage 3.
So
Well,
Cosmic Mage in this case.
Cosmic Mage.
You must
Which-
master time and space before you are able to pull creatures from beyond this dimension into our own.
You know, I've played that game, and it's never a good idea.
And Bard, I already tackled because remember, Bard and Dancer are combined in Legend Edition. Much to the chagrin of some traditionalists. But
it fits given the tabletop setting, so
Mhm.
don't beat yourself up too much about it.
I'd laugh about it, and I think
Fuck
I think a case in point is actually the whole Bard Dancer thing in Ragnarok.
Ah, yes. Hey, but that combo was broken if you had a bard and a dancer in the same party.
Yes, yes, yes.
Then
I
again,
mean,
if you wanted to really make everyone pull their hair out, just call a blacksmith.
Oh God!
Hold on, I'm just gonna buff everybody really quick. Okay, cool. Now I'm just gonna like go around with
Okay,
my
let's see.
incredibly overloaded cart and just swing it around.
Yep.
I will
You gotta
say,
give everybody 7 buffs, and then yeah, just everybody grab and go nuts.
I will say, having a bard and a dancer, like in a group, is very thematic.
Mm-mm.
So
Yes.
it kind of makes sense why it would be a little overpowered.
Yep.
Unless
So-
you're in Final Fantasy 14, because that's 2 different ranged physical DPSs that you don't need.
Mhm.
It's either one or the other.
I mean, I mean, you could do you could do raids and like dungeons with nothing but ranged characters. It's gonna be hard.
So, when it comes to Dark Knight,
Oh fuck that! Oh fuck that! Seriously.
Hold on. Let me master Squire and Chemist, kill 20 people and absorb their souls, and then like get level 8 in 4 different physical classes.
and master 2 of them.
Yeah.
But obviously, level 8 is not possible, so it has to cap it at 7.
Nope.
So, and those would be, I believe, let's see, Knight, Dragoon, Geomancer, and Ninja.
And Black Mage.
Yeah.
I don't make the rules. I'm just staring right at them and still scratching the back of my head.
Let's see, Knight 7, Samurai 7. Good
I
anime,
love
by
the
the way.
7 Samurai.
I am not healthy enough for this.
Are any of us?
No, we're all too sick these days.
Oh, don't even get me started. But I won't go on to that here.
Mhm. So,
By
let
the
me know if
way,
I missed
good
anything.
seeing you, Sig.
Likewise, Joe,
Mhm.
and of course, A.
So, let me know if I missed anything. Black
Uh-huh.
Mage, Knight, Samurai, Dragoon, Geomancer, Ninja.
Nope, you got it all.
That's ridiculous.
Let me.
Do you want to hear
that
the
feels like
requirements
everything.
for Mime?
Oh, I got him right here.
Mhm.
You what? You think you'd talk about Evilise and didn't think I'd come prepared?
Let's see. Dragoon, Geomancer,
Uh-huh.
Orator,
Uh-huh.
or rather mediator.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Summoner.
Yep.
And then the 2 base classes.
Yep. Yep. And here's the question. Should the special jobs should some of these special jobs or War of the Lion exclusive jobs that we haven't covered have prerequisites?
No, because they're all base. Or at least a lot of them are.
So, a good number of them just replaced Squire for whatever reason.
So, and some of them we don't even need to do because it would be double dipping. Holy Knight is basically Paladin.
You know. Temple Knight is an Oracle with a sword.
Let's see. Fell Knight is just Dark Knight. Cleric would...
It's literally just a white mage with extra steps.
Alright, so Cleric can be dropped. Because the Legend Edition White Mage is already very Cleric leaning as is. Machinist, Engineer.
Of course.
Astrologer, we already have Astrologer. Astrologian.
Let's pretend we didn't see Sky or Netherseer, please.
Let's see. Divine Knight would still be Paladin.
Yep.
Sword Saint.
Weapon breaker from a distance.
Well, we have Sword Saint. Even though it doesn't work like Sidolphus's Sword Saint, but that was never in the
Combines the
cards.
Paladin and the Dark Knight.
Yeah, and that sort of kit bashing.
And the Divine Knight.
So it's pretty much the equivalent of like Red Mage.
But with swords.
I was about to say yes and no.
That kind of kit bash is something I was never interested in doing.
If I had to put a job on the Sword Saint, at least in tactics, it'd be Magic Knight.
Yeah. Let's see, Arc Knight.
That's
just
basically
a knight.
just like Spell Sword, yeah.
And we already have that. Assassin.
What it says on the tin.
Yeah, we don't have Assassin per se, but we do have. But a lot of Assassin stuff is in Thief, which we do have.
Dragonkin, which is basically a woman who has dragon powers.
Otherwise known as wife material.
I mean, he's not wrong.
She comes with a hidden martial arts ability already on her. She's broken.
Again, wife material.
Mhm.
Yeah,
was
so she can
explaining why she's
RKO people.
And when I look at what is present there,
You okay? No nightmare.
yeah, honestly, just nightmare. I would probably put looking at Nightmare, I'd probably put a few special rules on it.
Because as I recall, the Dragonkin's abilities are just items that they use.
Yeah.
No, the
That they have on
Dragonkin is essentially I have all the different dragon breaths, including this holy breath, which misses everything. And, oh look, I buff dragons. Are you a dragon? Join my side. Are you a dragon? Gain a level up. Gain stat buffs. It's your turn next.
So I think there should be some special rules when it comes to some of the morph abilities that Dragonkin might get.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say morph race should only get one of the Aura abilities.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Sounds about right.
morph category is dragon only.
Makes sense to me.
Yep,
Very
I can
thematic.
go with that.
Reese is great, though. I absolutely love using her in a run.
And Azure morph can only use the breath spells, which I'm pretty sure I've got them in the blue magic list.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, let me check blue.
I was about to say, this also has some trappings of blue mage. Because Dragon's Might is just fucking mighty guard,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
essentially.
So what we have is a slightly restricted version of Nightmare.
Yes.
Nightmare with a lot of homebrewing.
A very focused nightmare.
So let's see.
Funny enough, that's not even one of the things I've explored for Esfialon, and I'm still working on a lot of it.
So Stone Breath. I don't have Fire Breath, I have Flame Breath.
You also have Ice Breath in there, I think, because I did use it for the last episode.
Tomato? Like... I don't see much difference between a flame and fire breath.
Well, you see, one of them's like a propane flame, and the other one's like napalm.
One of them will kill you, one of them will kill you even more.
One of them will kill you, one of them will overkill you.
Yes, one of them will stick to your bones, and the other one just burns.
It sounds like you're talking about my next meal.
Let's see. Breath Wing.
That just sounds like a dragon name.
And fuck it, Bad Breath.
Well, you know,
Okay,
another name
that-
for halitosis is dragon breath.
Look, all right. Sometimes you gotta not brush your teeth to get that extra ability.
In New Mexico, they call it vampire repellent.
Also, Sickening Breath.
Sounds good, sounds good.
Which, that is somewhat limited, but that's still a decent amount of blue magic spells that you can use. So let's see. And I know that the soldier is limited to just Cloud. But if I'm being honest, I already have Cloud as the representative of Weapon Master. And I'd say it's a similar thing here. Oh. And Crest, we are discussing adapting FF Tactics into my game. Oh. But...
I'm gonna start pulling up Tactics Advanced because that's the one I know the most.
Mhm.
Granted, it's been a good while since I've actually played it.
So, if I'm being honest, I think when it comes to the cloud representing soldier job, I feel like that would just be weapon master.
Or fighter in this case.
Mm,
Wait, no, weapon master. You're actually right on that one because he can only use one weapon.
yeah,
Well, technically he can use every freaking sword, but his abilities are based on if he has the materia blade.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's that false choice thing I mentioned before.
Mhm.
When it comes to Onion Knight, I feel I feel like Onion Knight doesn't fit this.
No, even if it did, closest analog would be fighter because of the big equipment draw.
Hmm. Let's see. When it comes to Game Hunter, the job that Luso has when he took Cloud's place, um, that is basically um, Squire and all but name.
Mhm.
And yeah, it has poach, which is
I don't think that's part of any particular job's kit, if I recall correctly. At least not in Legend Edition.
no. The idea with poach is you take somebody out and then you get an item out of it.
Yep.
And that's something I think would be better served by doing a loot table. But as far as Sky Pirate, it is just a combo of Thief and Machinist, which we already
True.
have both of those.
Very true.
Let's see, when it comes to... I'm not gonna do recruitable monsters. All you'd really do with that is just take one of the monsters and add it to your party. And when it comes to weapons, which I think are a bigger deal than armor is. Let me see. Are there any weapons in here that I don't already have in the book? Let's see. Axes, check. Bags. Did I put bags in the book?
I don't think
No, you did not. I was just looking at your weapons. Like, technically, with the way that they are, you could probably just make them flexible weapons.
Or variable weapons, even.
Mhm.
Well, because the way that they work is they actually hit within a like similar to a spear, like in a 2 range area. Like you're literally grabbing it by the strap and swinging.
So pretty much, it's whenever you get really drunk off of Jack Daniels, and you start slinging the bottle around in its little carrying bag.
And JD's not even that good.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, at least you get a nice dice bag out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was Crown Royal.
That is Crown Royal.
Yeah. When it comes to books, the whole range of only 3, making it like the Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch. Um, that's something we can't
I have a
do.
grenade.
And I already have books in. I know I have books in there. But really, when it comes to a lot of the weapons, that's something I think I'd be better served handling on my own than in this broad scope entry.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there is a boomerang and dull weapon type that is in the code, but is not used.
Probably
I
would have
feel like
been projectile in that case. At least as far as classification.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there was a game similar to Tactics that had a character that used dolls. I don't remember what it was called.
That would have been Lulu from Final Fantasy X.
Outside of the Final Fantasy franchise, but behaved like a Tactics game.
Mm-hmm.
They use dolls?
Yeah.
Like I know there's a dungeon crawler that uses dolls, but off the top of my head, no. Ogre Battle.
Oh yeah.
So, when it comes to the cast, I think there's a few things we can do with that. Starting with, though, actually we'll do the cast one here, and then we'll venture on. Then we'll venture to the other entries. So first is Ramza. And I'm not bothering with race entries just yet because there's not going to be many that we need to.
Let me pull him up really fast because he's an interesting case.
Like you have him in the Ultimania guide.
Mm-hmm.
So
his Ultimania appearance was based on how he plays in Dissidia.
Well then, in that case, you have him in the Final Fantasy guide. He's all green. In terms of his classes, there you are.
Yeah, expert,
There you
squire,
would be.
general, and mediator is what I gave
Yep,
him.
there it is. Which makes sense for him.
So. So for Mustadio, let's see. Well, engineer is a must.
Yeah.
No.
Engineer, like, I do want to say, what is it then? Sniper, because literally that's his entire gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the one thing that I always found really odd was the fact that he had the ability to seal evil, as in turn undead to stone.
At least he's
Yeah,
not putting
really
him in a
cool.
rice cooker.
True. He ain't no Master Roshi.
It would be funny though.
Like, chemist could also suit him, but just trying to take a look at a couple things. Do.
Stadio Bonanza.
Mhm.
Put that on the list of stupid Star Wars names.
I. The sad thing is, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. I think for the third class, I'm gonna go a little bit out of left field for this one, cause I honestly think he could rock the Somonaut.
Which one is that?
Somonaut
Uh,
is one of the ones in the Ultimania guide. It is based on the Sage in 14.
Okay.
But
And
That's-
a healing class.
yeah, like I mostly use them as a support. So that's part of the reason why I'm thinking that, and that's also why I thought chemist could also work.
Mhm.
Arm shot, leg shot, but no head shot? Seriously?
Well, no, that was his normal shots.
Mhm.
He wasn't very good at it.
Depends on how you're asking.
Yeah, I'd say of the you know what? Because of his association with a full-on trading company, I'm going with merchant.
You know,
That's fair, actually.
that does work.
Oh. So, engineer, sniper, and merchant. So he'd have to be an expert.
Yeah. Which makes sense for him.
So, Agrias Oaks.
Good
Alright,
old
Agrias.
Agrias.
Paladin?
Yes. Paladin, Sword Saint.
Nope, not Sword Saint. Magic Knight.
Oh, Magic Knight, you're right.
And Weapon Master, because she is only ever going to be using swords.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. So, let's see. As far as class warrior,
Yes.
oh, let's see, Rafa.
If I remember right, none of her abilities take MP.
They don't. Rafa and Malak. Oh, gods. So, I have to do this. Gambler.
Because of how random,
Yes.
random the spells can be.
Yes.
Gambler, Sage.
Actually, illusionist is what I would argue.
Okay, why illusionist?
So, a lot of their abilities, like, they're meant to do, like, the wide area, but also, like, They like to pretend they're there, but they're not. Just
All right. I think the third one can be
I'm-
Sage.
this third one can be
Mhm.
Sage, but like, also
And
they were supposed to be assassins.
let's see. Class is Mage. So then
Yes.
Marak.
Same deal. Because it's literally the same power set. There is no difference between the two aside from Rafa having a very low starting bravery.
I mean, Rafa
And-
is like 13.
And elements, because another series uses shadow, whereas I see here the Sky series uses holy, at least in their final capstone ability. I stand corrected. It's not holy. It's just the four. It's basically the four elements.
Mhm. And I'm not doing Brave and Faith mechanics.
Thank goodness.
Let's see.
Too much math, and nobody likes math.
Oh.
I
I
mean,
blame
if I have a calculator,
our
I don't mind math.
schools. But
Not doing
Melia,
calculator.
Now you just say that because you like their gain JP by moving ability.
I've never actually played any of the tactics games.
mhm.
Fair enough.
So
I do have it. I meant to play it sometime last week.
yep. So Melia Duel
You'll enjoy it. It's a good game.
is a divine knight. Let's see. Which they attack and break equipment. I don't have equipment breaking, but I do have breaking, so knight.
Yep.
Um, let's see. Now the fact that this is a knight who can use crossbows isn't really something that my system cares about. um, I'd see. Aside from knight, sniper,
Mhm.
and I'd probably also say, let's see. Probably Weapon Master.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems like a good default.
Mm-hmm.
Class is Warrior.
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. Now for some of the extras, starting with Beowulf.
Oracle.
Uh, oh, fuck me. Nope, never mind. Hi, Spambot. Bye, Spambot. Okay.
Two back to back so quickly?
Yep. So, let's see. So you said Oracle.
Mhm.
I can agree with that.
Uh, Since they have spell blades, I'd say Magic Knight.
Yep.
Uh,
Hmm. I'm thinking you have the Magic Knight, you have the Oracle.
mhm.
Um, I'm just trying to think of what would best work with that.
Paladin?
Maybe.
No, they're not really doing. They're not really doing that kind of covering.
No,
Uh,
they're mostly focused on like status effects and damage.
mhm.
Um,
Illusionist.
Mostly the status effects. Yeah, that'll work.
So
As much as I made the joke before about Illusionist because of Rafa and Malak, Illusionist actually works with him.
mhm. So class is adept.
Yes.
So then race.
Him. Clearly.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are just mostly gonna be Humes.
Mhm. So because of the dragonkin effects, I'm thinking. Um, let's see what we got here. I'd actually say Yokai Cerberus.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Um, see, I'd also say Scholar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as far as what pair, Black Magic is one of them. And I'd actually let me look at the ones available to Scholar. I'd say black. Should it be black and white?
For Scholar, for Templar?
No, for race, because I'm thinking of her getting
Oh, yeah.
Scholar.
Oh.
Hmm.
Actually, no. You know what?
Oh, right.
A better move would be Ravager.
Yeah, that feels a lot better.
I am in agreement with that.
Mm-hmm.
Ravager
I was
and Black Mage.
Yes.
Because I went with Cerberus as the yokai because of the whole multi-element thing, and that's kind of Cerberus's thing.
Yeah, that works.
Mhm. But Construct 8. It is amusing that people are like, wait, why'd you have Android in there? There's not been robots in Final Fantasy.
Case in point.
So let's see. Let's see. Android has. Let's see. Has the automaton skill set up. Let's see. Given that his work commands, also known as tasks, cost HP each time they're used, Dark Knight.
Mhm. You know,
Yeah.
that works.
Uh, I'd also Sentinel.
Mhm.
And Berserker.
I was just
Yeah.
recommend that.
Yeah.
So, Warrior as far as job. So then Biblos. Uh, I can't help but be amused at the fact that one of Biblos's abilities is called Revengeance.
Oh, God damn it! Really?
You know, that's such a good game.
Mm-mm. Though, looking at his abilities, I think Biblos would have to be one that gets skipped. Just because there's not enough meat on the bones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, let's see. Cloud, I can pretty much just copy paste what I wrote for Cloud back when we did 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Wait, what? Why is Cloud in here?
Because it was released
He's-
around the time of 7, I think like a year later.
yep.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
recruitable character. You have to go through a lot in order to get him, but he's a recruitable character.
Okay, so it's not like, hey, here's Cloud, have fun. It's like it's a whole dog and pony show to do it.
Yeesh.
Let's see. Same thing with Balthier. Balthier
all he-
is it. I can just copy paste what I wrote before with him.
Mhm.
So let me grab that. I just realized I forgot to put his class in. So let me take care of that. I mean, yeah, in tactics he's a hybrid of machinist and thief, and in this case he's doing weapon master, sniper, and mediator. And let's see, Luso. I would say, let me Because a lot of it is just a slightly modified squire.
Hmm.
I'll hold off on Luso until we get to A2.
Yeah, that would probably be for the best.
So then we have Tactics Advance. Which let me...
Got all the jobs and stuff for that pulled up.
Yep.
Because that's gonna be an interesting one.
But we're gonna take a break for a couple of minutes. So get your drinks, get your snacks. Hydrate, dehydrate. We will see you in a few minutes.
Hmm.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Two of our folks here are muted, but I'm sure they will be back shortly.
Or they'll just be back short.
But this is where things are going to get interesting when it comes to the job system because of the race-locked versions of them.
Mm-hmm.
So here's a thing that I think needs to be asked and answered. Would we adapt the law and anti-law system into Legend Edition?
Isn't that just what the game master's for?
Yeah, like why have Yeah, yeah, you shouldn't have to do the work. You should be up to the game master that wants to like run the game in the setting. I'm being sarcastic, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. So given that, uh, and obviously Tactics Advance, I spent a lot of time with. I understand why it got the just one more round award from Penny Arcade. Uh,
Hey, it was a good game.
mhm. And that was when Penny Arcade actually gave a shit about games.
I remember those days.
Mhm. But something I brought up earlier before you came back, Sig, was should we adapt the law system into Legend Edition?
Absolutely not.
I was.
And after my own heart.
Mhm. So, I'm perfectly fine with that, especially since it would create too many complications of what you can and can't use, and I'm not sure that really works in tabletop.
Not to mention every freaking at the end of every like fourth or so round, you'd have to do a judge action.
Mm-hmm.
Red card, yellow card.
I will say, though, I do enjoy tabletop RPGs that put restrictions on what players can and can't pick based upon some criteria.
Yep. So this is where things are going to get interesting um, with the job promotion system that we have, because each race has their own list of jobs, and I think what we'd be doing is figuring out what folds into what, basically, since you look at the racial jobs, and some races have far more variety than others.
Humes.
Yep. So let's see, for human jobs they have soldier, thief, archer, black mage, and white mage. Um, let me see. Let me see. Soldier.
Soldier's going to be knight with some thief.
Mm-hmm. So, and we already have knight and thief. Thief is just going to be, well, thief.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Archer, we already have sniper. White and black mage, we already have that. Fighter.
Fighter's an interesting one.
Let's see. Rush, swing, beatdown, blitz, air render, far fist, air blast, and backdraft. This may be a bit of a stretch, but I see what I see out of fighter is berserker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sounds right.
Especially with Bone Crusher and Strike Back that they get later.
Mm-hmm. So, what would you have as the prerequisite for fighter in this, for berserker in this system?
Hmm.
Well, considering that the soldier is mostly knight, I would go with that.
So, knight 2.
Yeah.
I can go with that. Let's see, paladin. We already have we already have paladin. We put it in there when we covered holy knight.
Yep.
Mhm.
So we can put a prereq. Um, should that also be knight 2?
I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
So let me do a bit of copy paste here. I'm gonna have to hammer down on how this is organized. Let's see, ninja. Based on what was mentioned before, I think ninja can be thief 2.
Yep.
Let's see, hunter. Let's see,
Hunter is just more of the same, in all honesty. It's just the archer with some traps. I
yeah.
think.
We already have traps are a separate beast, and outside of that, it is archer,
Mhm.
and we already have sniper on the list, and sniper already has prerequisites.
Fuck Sonic Boom.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hated that ability whenever it was used against me.
let's see. Yeah, sniper requires Squire 2. So blue mage. We didn't have blue mage on the list. So the blue mage requires one.
Black mage and white mage 1.
Mhm.
So we can just keep that as is, I'd say.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
So and illusionist. Let's see. Black mage 5 or white mage 3.
Yeah.
Black
So
mage 5
illusionist
and
here.
white mage 3.
The illusionist here is one that kind of just did, I think, field-wide spell damage.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
a little busted.
Yeah,
Oh, it was.
incredibly so.
They were priority targets whenever I fought against them.
So black mage 5 and white mage 3. Okay, so then we have the Vanguard jobs. Let's see. Warrior is just knight.
Yep.
White monk is just monk.
Yeah.
Bishop is. I know it'd be tempting to say it's white mage. Though in this case, no, never mind. It pretty much is. It's more more offensive cleric.
With some black, with a couple of black mage capabilities. Actually, more cosmic mage than anything.
Yeah, which we already have that. Defender. I'd say defender is aside
Sentinel.
Yeah, Defender is Sentinel, and I'm pretty sure we have that in here.
I was about to say Paladin doesn't quite fit with the Defender.
Okay, never mind. We don't have Sentinel in the job list, just in the character entries. So Sentinel, and let's see. As far as its prereq, that should be Knight 2, I'd say. Because we already established that Warrior is basically Knight.
Yep.
Let's see. Dragoon. Pretty sure we already have Dragoon. Gladiator. Let's see, Gladiator.
Spell, Magic Knight, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Magic Knight with trappings of Berserker.
Mm-hmm. So, what does Gladiator require?
Warrior 2, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, they're all pretty much Warrior 2. The manga never really got very complicated when it came to requirements.
Yep. And Templar.
Ooh, Templar. Now this is going to be an interesting one.
Now,
I'd say
if
it's
I remember correctly, this one also used a spear, but it was very defensive.
It does. It mostly focused on status abilities.
Didn't it also have like a holy attack?
I don't see a holy attack. I do see a dark attack.
Yeah. That's life break.
Especially with things like Warcry, Rasp, and Cheer and the like, I see mostly Squire. And we already have Squire.
Yep.
So then when it comes to the Numo, first we have Beastmaster.
We already have.
Though we don't have it in the job list, so let me put that in there. Let's see, Black Mage and White Mage, check. Alchemist, basically chemist. We already have that. Illusionist,
we drops meteors on people.
Yep. Morpher. Morpher would basically be Nightmare.
Yeah, I mean that's the picture that you have for it.
And let's see what was required for Morpher. So Beastmaster 5.
And you had to capture that specific monster with the Hunter in order to get the soul required to equip the Morpher.
I'm not doing that.
That's a bit of that's quite a few steps in that.
Yeah, there certainly was.
Let's see, Sage, Beastmaster, and White Mage. Let's see, Time Mage. We already have that. So Then the Vieira jobs. Oh,
This is where we get interesting.
yep. Fencer, we already have. White Mage, we already have. Archer, we already have. Sniper, we already have. Red Mage. We don't have Red Mage in the list. Uh, so and I'd say that's Fencer 1. Let's see, Elementalist. Elementalist was basically, I think that would be, let's see, Elemental and status ailments.
Yep.
That'd basically be a Black Mage in our system. We already have that. Assassin.
Busted when combined with the sniper.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, Assassin looks like is leaning into Ninja.
Yep.
Yep.
And we already have Ninja. And Summoner, we already have. Let's see, when it comes to the Moogle jobs, Animist, that's Beastmaster. Black Mage, check. Thief, check. Gunner, check. Mognite, let's see Mognite.
Mognite is just no, it's not even Knight. Squire.
Which we already
Yeah.
have. Time Mage, check. Juggler,
Juggler's a funny fucking job.
not to be confused with the biggest troll of the Ultra series.
Or the Lords of Tekken.
Mm-hmm. So, honestly, this would fall into Entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
And we already have that. And Gadgeteer would very much fall into Machinist. Or Gambler.
Yep, definitely Gambler.
Mhm.
Works like haste, but who will it hit?
Mm-hmm. And when it comes to the extra jobs, I don't think they really fit. And no, I'm not doing the Totema. Because that would involve having to do job points, and I'm not job point, but judge points, and no.
Yeah, don't worry about the Totema.
Mm-hmm. It's the same reason I don't do the summons as one big spell. But as far as the cast, let's see, Marsh.
Marsh just has all the Hume jobs.
Mm-hmm. And let's see. Even if you can lean into magic with Marsh, I think most people have always leaned physical with him.
Yeah, it's a little difficult to raise him as a magic user, but I mean,
Yeah.
the investment if you do.
Also, Marsha's last name should fall into the stupid Star Wars names list.
Yep, absolutely.
Yup.
But I'd say fighter, monk, and because he's leading the clan, general.
Yep.
That makes sense.
So
Indeed.
definitely the warrior type. Let's see, Reitz.
Jesus, all the Vieira jobs.
Yeah.
Which didn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but you know, it is what it is.
I guess they justify it by the fact that she's working with that she has a Vieira companion.
Yep, Shara. And also filing her last name into the list of stupid Star Wars names.
Yep.
I mean, it's a French name.
Fair.
So let's see. Fencer is definitely one of them.
Mhm.
Which is odd given the weapon that she has in the art is a staff.
Mhm.
I'd also say red mage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's too bad she's so easy to beat.
And I know you're gonna hate it, but Spirit Master.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm not bringing that up again.
But the class is gonna be mage.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Let's see, Mont Blanc. Probably one of the best Moogles that the series has had since Mog.
Yes.
I'd say, let's see, with him.
Well,
Black
the
Mage.
Yeah, Black Mage.
Since he can go into Thief or Animist, I'm gonna say Thief and Beastmaster.
Mhm.
Let's see, Shara. And by the way, Mont Blanc, I'm gonna go with Mage. But
Makes sense.
let's see, for Shara, Sniper.
Mhm.
It's a Weapon Master and Dynamo. So, Warrior as far as the job choice. Not job choice, class choice. Let's see, Babas. One more for Babas Swain. One more for stupid Star Wars names.
I'm seeing a pattern here thus far. There's a lot of stupid Star Wars games involving the tactics games.
You mean names?
Yes.
There.
Uh, I mean, there certainly can be.
Has some of the best abilities in the game, but goodness.
So let's see. His whole thing is using fire magic. He is very, very good at fire magic.
So
Fair
fireball.
enough.
Uh,
I mean, his main method of attack is explode.
mm-hmm. So
Just
he has
keep
explode, stillness, quarter, and demi. Okay, I think I know what we're doing here.
Cosmic?
Black Mage, Cosmic Mage, Yokai of Ifrit.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yep.
Just all of the explosion and time fuckery.
Yes.
Mage for the class, obviously. Okay, then Azel, Mr. Anti-Law, who has such a trustworthy smile.
Ezel! I love Ezel.
Ezel looks like a creature out of like the Dark Crystal.
That's pretty much the Numo in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time that they drew upon the Dark Crystal. That was one of the design references for 9. Let's see. His job class is referred to as Hermetic.
Oh, right. This is the guy who makes the cards.
Yep, he makes anti-law cards and law cards.
So, I think he should get Noble.
Yep.
No, I have the perfect one for him. GM.
Oh,
Sorry.
Noble, I'd say, Chemist.
Sage or Scholar? Probably not.
Yeah, Cosmic Mage.
Yep.
I mean, yes. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Still a mage. I'm pretty sure anybody who's picking Numo as their race of choice is likely going to be picking mage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but what
Oh.
about my masked wrestler?
Let's see, and then Sid Randall.
General, definitely.
General, I think you should also get Noble because some of his abilities is fucking around with laws.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag I am the law.
And Chocobo Knight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he is the Judge Master, so...
Mm-hmm. So, because of that, expert. But that leads us into Tactics A2. We are not doing Tactics S, ever.
We missed somebody. We missed Mute and, Lindar.
That is... Yes, I did.
Noble?
Yeah, I did miss mute. My bad, but I try my best not to think about that brat.
I mean, that is fair. He is kind of a brat, especially freaking Lednar.
Okay, but like, I have I have a number of friends who will argue back and forth on whether or not March was actually the villain in all of this.
That is a stretch.
All of his friends are happy right where they are, and he's the only one who's like, I want to go home. Your brother is actually walking. It's not right, we should leave. Okay. From the one person who has a decent life.
I'd hesitate to call him the villain.
Destroying an entire world to go home.
There's
Not
been
necessarily destroying it. Considering that the world is all an illusion of Remedy.
Mhm. But
But yes, mute.
the problem with doing mute is that there's not really much to go on as far as his own stats.
Yeah, which is why I was thinking Lednar would be a little better.
Lednar I can go with.
Which is just freaking Mute Snake backwards. Adding that to the list of stupid Star Wars names.
So, let's see.
He
Is
has
Bismatar.
Dark Magic and Flare.
Let's see. Dark Magic is just doing nuke. So I'd say Knight,
Mm-hmm.
Dark Knight, and Arcanist.
Yep, I can definitely
see,
agree
yep.
with that.
Here, here.
As far as class, Warrior.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, if you just wanted to do mute, it would just be NPC classes like Noble.
Yeah.
And both times he is a punk bitch in battle.
Mm-hmm. But
I don't see Bullet Sponge in this. No.
Different game.
You know, you're right.
I didn't realize we're talking about Destiny.
pretty sure Bungie wishes I was talking about Destiny as opposed to Marathon.
Gross.
Ah, I have just the thing. You ready for this? Noble, Blue Mage, and Mimic, except he has nothing to copy and no ability.
Okay, that'd make a funny one shot.
Don't tempt me, I might actually do it.
Though, admittedly, I think Spirit Master might work for him because Remedy exists.
No.
No? Okay, cool.
Like I said, don't tempt me, I might actually do it.
Okay, but
I was gonna do a four white mages one shot as a gag, for fuck's sake, for April Fool's Day. But I shelved it because I didn't have enough to go on.
Fair enough.
So
So,
let's see. Then we get to um, Tactics A2.
This one I have not finished, so, but I am aware of a lot of it.
Mm. All right. So when it comes to the for the Hume jobs, let's see. We have soldier, check. Fighter, paladin, thief, archer, all check. Paravir is basically samurai in all but name. Ninja and hunter we already have. Let's see, white mage, which is a prereq for black mage. Okay.
I mean, first
See-
you gotta know how to heal somebody before you start
Yeah.
blowing them up.
Let's see, seer. Let's take a look at seer.
Seer is just a mix of advanced black and white magic, so
Red mage.
scholar.
Yeah,
Red mage?
Yes. If it's just black and white, that'd be red mage.
Yeah.
Let's see, illusionist and blue mage we already have. So let's see, with the Banga, warrior we have, dragoon check, gladiator check, cannoneer. Oh boy. Let's see, cannoneer.
sniper? Because
Yes.
it's literally just the ranged attacker of the Banga.
Let's
Yes.
see. Buckshot. Yeah,
Even though I
yeah,
a
it's
lot of
sniper.
the abilities would be tied to just the weapons themselves.
Yeah, although I will take this time to make a bit of a hot take. I think Tactics Advance and A2 do a better job at the learning from equipment thing than 9 does.
Very true.
I don't know how I feel about that one, but is what it is, I say.
Mhm. So, let's see, going back to that image. Let's see. Master Monk. I think that's pretty much just Monk. Let me see Master Monk.
Master Monk is an interesting one because it also inflicts status ailments. So, Magic
Which
Knight or Knight.
Which further compounds Trickster, which is all status ailments, but they use cards.
I think with Master Monk doing its debuffs, I think we already have that accounted for.
Yes.
Trickster would basically be Gambler.
Yes.
Let's see, as far as the Numo, Black Mage check, Beastmaster check, White Mage check, Time Mage check, Sage check, Illusionist check, Arcanist. We don't have Arcanist as part of this job system, which requires
Still
Time Mage 2.
Destructive Forbidden Arts. They'll have Drain and have MP abilities. So these guys,
Blue Mage.
yeah, they have a lot of Blue Mage based spells.
Mm-hmm.
They also have those level spells that you say you have difficulty with.
Fair. Let's see, Sage and
They
Illusionist.
have gravity.
Mhm.
So, like Cosmic Mage,
Yep.
technically, I guess.
So, Scholar we don't have on the list. And Cosmic Mage we do have on the list. I'd say Time Mage and Sage 1 for Scholar.
Huh?
Let's see, for Moogle, Animist we already have, Thief we already have, Black Mage we already have. Moogle Knight. I think we already covered that last time with Mog
Yep.
Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Fusilier.
It's just
Sniper.
Gunner. It's
All
just
right.
Gunner.
Mm-hmm. Chocobo Knight. We don't have that.
What is this on the tin?
No, we do not.
Gee, I wonder what class we should give them. It's a gosh darn mystery.
Oh.
You're right. You're right. We should do the King's Glaive.
Oh. Let's see. Tinker. That would be just engineer, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Time Mage, we already have that. Flintlock. Wouldn't that just be sniper?
Yep.
Juggler, we already have that.
Yet again.
Let's see, with Vieira, Fencer, check. White Mage, check. Archer, check.
Check.
Red Mage, check.
Check.
Green Mage.
Ew.
It's all buff spells if I remember correctly.
Debuff,
Mhm.
buffs and debuffs.
Yep. And I don't have a spell list that is that dedicated to buff and debuff.
So
Especially
that would
since-
require someone to just be like stuck doing one thing.
Plus, green magic has only shown up twice.
Yep. This game and 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was about to ask, what is Green Mage?
Buffer and debuffer
Mhm.
that use
Oh.
spaces. Not
So
very good, in my opinion.
they introduced the concept of green magic in, I want to say it was 12,
Yes.
That is correct.
because that was the licenses that was used for it, and it was literally just a lot of the buff and debuff spells, your poisons, your damage over times, your heal over times, things like that,
Mm-hmm. So,
as well as like haste and such.
let's see. Elementalist, check. Sniper, check. Spellblade is basically Magic Knight. We already have that. Summoner, check. Assassin, check. Let's see.
Yeah.
Then the Gria.
I love the Gria.
Are you
But only
agreeable to
because-
the Gria?
I am. Because any race that has a natural fly speed is okay in my book.
Alright,
I'm
so
glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't add them in Escalon.
I don't think I even give them a fly speed, because I do have Gria in the Ultimania guide.
Yes, you do.
And let me see what I gave them.
Aww.
Nope, never mind. They can give themselves float with a PCM duration as an action.
So it's just Moogles. Except Moogles have a perpetual float.
Hmm.
I know what this is. This is the Windians from freaking Breath of Fire.
Yeah, pretty much.
But let's see. So Hunter we already have.
Yeah.
Raptor,
Raptor's just a
Um,
vulture.
yeah,
Yeah.
Raptor is Knight.
Yep.
Let's see.
Ravager's like a berserker, right?
That's the vibe I'm
I
getting
remember
from this.
At least in this one, yes. Ravager. Yeah, they have a lot of berserker abilities.
Hmm. We
Yeah,
already
that's
have.
what I thought.
We already have Berserker.
And gee, I wonder what a Geomancer does. It's a
Mhm.
gosh darn mystery.
And then
break my
You're
fucking
right
games,
again.
that's
It's about
what.
the wind.
Then Seek. Let's see, we have Ranger. Which we already have
Yeah.
accounted for.
Yep.
Viking, which we don't.
What? I'm trying to remember what they do.
The Viking had access to lightning magic and thief abilities. And used
Yes.
axes.
Lightning and pillaging. Got it.
The art has them wielding a saber, but the class cannot wield any kind of sword.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
That is just as ridiculous as in D&D 3rd edition, where monks were not proficient in unarmed attacks.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, hey guys, let's have the class that's known for punching things with their bare fists, not be good at punching things with their bare fists when they take the class.
But yeah, these guys are just all about mugging people.
And we already have something for that. Let's
Mhm.
see.
So basically, your normal Chicago youths.
So,
Yeah.
Lanista is...
Magic Knight and Dark Knight.
Yep, and we already have both of those
Yeah.
accounted for. So, we didn't have a whole lot when it came to Tactics A2's job list.
No, not really, because it's basically just like Tactics Advanced with a little extra.
Yeah. And as far as the final cast, and by the way, when it comes to this list, what I'm probably going to do in the future is look at the job system that we already have and figure out what would be a more unified prerequisite list. Because as it is right now, it's a little bit all over the place.
Yeah.
Then again, even the job tree in the original Tactics was all over the place. So par for the course, I guess.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like for tactics as a whole, the jobs being everywhere, like being all over the board, is kind of part of the cake.
Hmm.
And, like, it'd make a very different game if if all the jobs were in more easier straight through lines instead of a big bush.
It could go either way. But let's see, with Luso Clemens. So it says a soldier. Then it's advisable to have him switch to ninja. It's very clear that he is meant to be a bit tanky. But I'd say for him, because we still have a bit of jack of all tradesness when it comes to equipment setup. Class is definitely warrior. I'd say fighter. I'm thinking fighter, samurai, and blue mage. Actually, no. No, a lot of the suggestions are still built around tanks, so blue mage might not fit, even though they suggest having him learn blue magic. So, I would say fighter, paladin, and samurai.
Yeah, I can go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Let's see. Adele, who, despite being called the cat, is still a Hume.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did they have I'm blanking on the name now. The cat
Erica?
race in the cat
No,
race
they
in
didn't.
No.
No.
So your class is definitely expert. Job would be, for one, thief.
Mhm.
Let's see. I'd say Let me see what Heritor is.
Herder is interesting. It mixes some of Night, but it also has some status-inducing abilities.
I'm gonna go with Knight and Ninja.
I can go with that.
Mm-hmm.
That goes with the theming, yeah.
Alright, so let's see. Sid.
You can't have a Final Fantasy game without a Sid. And look at that man's nose. Or is that supposed to be
He's
his
rocking
ear?
a shotgun on his hip. He's immediately cool in my book.
I mean, that is true. Like, anybody, like having a pocket shotgun is always cool.
Mhm.
And it looks like it's a lever action, so that's even better. No, it's a flintlock. Never mind.
So he has Warrior as his starting job. They suggest Dragoon, Master Monk, and Templar. So I would.
That I feel like they never explored. If you mastered certain abilities in one race's skills, why don't you just go into others?
I'd imagine it had to do with either time or tech. That's the two reasons this always happens. But
I mean, this is like this is a Game Boy Advance game.
It was a DS game, actually.
Oh.
But even then, if there's something that got cut, it's usually due to either time or tech.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say, especially since they're talking about long distance tank, I am thinking sniper, fencer, and sentinel. I do realize that is an odd combination, but if you're calling yourself a ranged tank, that is what's gonna come to mind.
Hey, range tanks exist.
Yeah.
And Herdy.
He's just entertainer.
So let's see.
I do like that outfit, though. That outfit's pretty cool.
Yep. Entertainer.
It's got a little pompadour.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I'd say Squire. I feel like Herdy here is meant to be the ultimate supporter.
Yep.
And I'd say how about Mimic?
I can see that.
Yep, still a expert. Even though Sid has access to the Banga skills, he still looks. I think he still looks too human.
Yeah.
And his race entry is Revgaji, which are essentially goat men.
Mm-hmm.
You barely see them. There is one entry. There is one appearance of them. Actually, a couple appearances of them in 12, and only like 3 of them in Tactics A2, which is why I didn't put them in the race list for the Ultimania guide. But I'd say... I'd say this will certainly work.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we come back here, now I'm going to be doing some adjusting to the job promotion system, because the way it is right now, it's a little bit messy.
Mm-hmm.
And what things starting off aren't?
Yeah, no plan survives the first encounter.
I mean, it would be nice to see a progression bush instead of a progression tree.
So, I know somebody go, why didn't you do Tactics S? It's a mobile game. I don't do mobile games.
That's fair.
Like, how old of a mobile game?
It's been around a few years. I'm not even sure if it's still even active. But you know, this was an interesting look at the Tactics trilogy, as I will call it. Sorry, I had to make sure that it was properly saved. I will make sure to add that to the list of links. I'm hoping I don't end up hitting the character limit on the post that I have on Discord.
Yeah.
I ended up hitting the character limit a while back when I was doing a Flux version of, well, me.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me, you never returned that sword.
You know how it goes. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine.
I unfortunately have to get going.
Yeah, but in about 2 weeks, we'll be delving into the first of the MMOs, starting with FF11.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm. I do have to give a shout out to Riona for answering my dumb questions regarding context, because even if I load up retail now, I'm loading up retail after years of patches.
Years of patches and pretty much everything changed from what it originally was.
Mm-hmm. No, it's in the same vein as why it would be very difficult for me to talk about not Final Fantasy, but Halo 4, because the Halo 4 that's playable now is not the same as the one from launch.
Mm-hmm.
Same as Infinite.
Mm-hmm. For slightly similar reasons. Mainly some dumb decisions that they made panic moves about. In the case of 4, it was the whole ordnance thing. I know people hate loadout and think that's the worst thing about Halo 4. No, it was ordnance.
Anyway, I gotta get going.
Yep.
Y'all take care.
Stay frosty, Joe. I'll see you tomorrow.
Later.
Bye.
It's like... I don't even know where to begin for 4. That's kind of like when Halo started turning into Call of Duty.
Well, the problem with Halo 4 is that 343 Studios was composed of basically a bunch of people from a bunch of different studios, including including at least one COD studio. And also both of the SOCOM studios and Retro and a bunch of others.
So it's a bunch of people that never made a game with each other. Most of them never made a Halo game. And it's like, hey, make Halo. And they're all like, okay.
Honestly, they should have started with something small. Something at the scale of, say, Spartan Assault.
Yeah.
But when it comes to... I will note, when it comes to what we've got coming in the next few days, tomorrow I will be doing a emergency episode of Valley of the Judge because of a couple projects that dropped on my lap.
Oh.
One of them is going to be the Justice League Unlimited quick start. I figure I'll head that off at the pass because I know I'm going to hear some dumbass remarks about it being a D&D derivative because it uses a D20.
That tired old argument.
Mm-hmm. The other one is the beta for Twilight Sword. I know some have made Final Fantasy comparisons with Twilight Sword, but I do not see it. I see way too much of Zelda and a tiny bit of Dragon Quest.
Twilight Sword.
Yes.
That's the Three Little Knights thing we saw, wasn't it?
Yeah, I talked about it a while back. The beta rulebook dropped a few days ago.
Oh shit. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
And Two Little Mice is one of those studios that does not miss. And I'm not saying that because I'm a backer or because I interviewed Simone Formicola some time ago. It is because I've read through their catalog.
That's an interesting looking D4. I presume that's a D4.
Mm-hmm. And that is something we'll be delving into tomorrow. And of course, on Tuesday, we will have the return of the Hangover Shit Show, covering both Indie World and the Triple I Initiative. Because both of them decided to drop while I was gathering info.
As you do.
Brother JT might be joining us for that, but it's going to be at the usual times. And, of course, I will be doing Board Game Gauntlet covering the old World of Warcraft board game on Wednesday. And Thursday will be more of Far West, and Friday will be more of Night. Night is almost finished. And Far West is going to be midway through. It's not going to be a very lengthy series. Because it's not all that crunchy. So that'll be something to keep an eye out for in the coming days. But until then, on behalf of the good brothers present and not present, my name is Mildra. I am your gaming monk. Stay fucking frosty, everybody.
See you on the trail, folks.
Catch y'all later.